नमस्कार. डेम्पो हेल्थकेअर प्रस्तुत आणि स्वर्गीय श्री विश्वासराव डेम्पो यांच्या यादीन अलर्ट, ॲक्टिव्ह अँड अलाइव्ह ॲट 100 या कार्यावळीन तुमचे सगळ्यांचे स्वागत. दर शुक्रारा रातचे 10 वरांचेर आम्ही हजर जातात प्रुडंट मिडियाचेर तुमकां मेळूंक आनी तुमच्याशी चर्चा करपाक ऑन स्वास्थ्य अँड हेल्थ. आमच्या बरोबर आसात Dr. Digambar Naik, who is a renowned heart specialist from Goa and whose name has already been recognized as one of the 50 pathfinders of the Indian healthcare industry. Welcome to the show, Doctor.
Namaskar.
दर एपिसोडान आमी ताणीच बरयल्लें पुस्तक अलर्ट, ॲक्टिव्ह अँड अलाइव्ह ॲट 100 ह्या पुस्तकान ताणी जे विशय मांडिल्ले आसा हाजेर चर्चा करतात. आणि आमचो विशय चलिल्लो तो हेल्दी रिलेशनशिपचेर आणि वेगवेगळे ताज्या बद्दल आमी चर्चा केल्ली आसा. पण सगळ्यात पयलीं वेळ जाता तो पळोवप्यां कडून आमकां आयिल्ल्या प्रश्नांची उतरां दिवपाक. आणि ह्या विकान एक इंट्रस्टिंग प्रश्न आमकां आयिल्लो आसा आणि तो म्हणजे वखदां घेवपाच्या वेळेचेर. एक प्रश्न आमच्याकडे आयला पळोवप्या करून की वॉट ही सेज इज ही ऑलवेज मिसेस द टाइम of the medicine that are prescribed by the doctor. Now what he does is he takes the medicines later on. So now he is worried whether he is doing right or whether he should stick to the particular time given by the doctor. आता हो प्रश्न सगळ्यांचोच आसता. केन्ना केन्ना कितें जाता, घाई आसता, आमकां वर्क आसता, खंय वचपाचें आसता, तर आमी सगळीं वखदां एकदम घेवन भायर सरतात किंवा घेनात आणि मागीर जेन्ना वेळ मेळटा तसो आमी वखदां घेतात. तर आय थिंक वी शूड पुट लायट ऑन दिस मॅटर की वखदांची वेळ पाळप आणि ते वखदां त्या वेळेचेर घेवप हे कितले इम्पॉर्टंट आसा आणि ताजोच एक आमी विशय हाज्या बद्दल आमी चर्चा करची अशें म्हाका तरी दिसता. सो डॉक्टर, तुमकां वॉट एडवायस कॅन यू गिव टू दिस?
First of all, this is a very important aspect. Okay,
right.
Very important. आमी सीक कित्याक पडटा? सो एक पर्टिक्युलर एस्मा जाल्लो म्हाज्या भितर. दॅट मिन्स माय बॉडी हॅज चेंज्ड. बॉडीचे मेटाबॉलिझम चेंज जाला. ओके, एंड देन आय गिव मेडिसिन्स टू सेट इट रायट. मेटाबॉलिझम सेट सारखे करून the disease is cured.
Right.
आणि एव्हरी डिसीज इज अ डिफरंट डिसीज. प्रत्येक रोगाचे टायमिंग आसता, प्रत्येक रोग डिफरंट हितून हे करता. सो वी आर चेंजिंग द मेटाबॉलिझम ऑफ द होल बॉडी and metabolism moves at every different stage differently.
Right.
When you are awake, you are not same, your metabolism is not same as when you are sleeping.
Right.
When you are in a hurry, your metabolism is not same as when you are relaxing. In the morning, metabolism is different. In the evening, metabolism different, and you can see it on your routine thing. Right? You feel differently when you get up in the morning. At night, you are different. Why? Because internally metabolism is different. And here medicine, every medicine is timed along with the metabolism, because it is going to go and interfere with the metabolism. In fact, this is a science which is called as a chronotherapy. Chronology is related to time, and therapy is a treatment. It's called chronotherapy, and it's a very important science. There's a lot of study into this science, because different medicines again will act at different times. Different medicines will act in relation to the food differently. Today there are what are called as a smart medicine, you know. Ekas tablet and आमी 2-3 drugs घालता. At a particular time, particular place, particular pressure एक medicine release जाता. Then the second medicine is released at a different time. Third medicine is released at a different time in a different pH. All this is put together. Okay, we have different way of looking at it. Okay, so metabolism timing is different. The medicine is given differently. If you take all these into consideration, plus your diseases act differently. You have different manifestations of a disease at different times.
म्हणजे हाजो अर्थ असो जाता की तुमकां जे मेडिसिन ज्या टायमार प्रिस्क्रायब केल्या त्या टायमार घेवप हे गरजेचें आसा. ताजेच एक वेगळे सायन्स आसा. आता डॉक्टरांनी सांगिल्ल्या प्रमाणेच क्रोनोथेरपी इज दॅट लायन ऑफ सायन्स विच टेल्स यू द इम्पॉर्टन्स ऑफ मेडिसिन्स टू बी टेकन ऑन particular timing.
I'll
Plus,
give you
I
few-
think
yeah, I'll give you
the
few
smart
examples.
medicine is going to help for those people who forget to take medicines, is it?
No, every medicine today is not given created to those people who forget to medicine. Those who forget will always forget. Why do you forget? You forget only because when you do not give sufficient importance to it.
Right.
Okay, if you give importance to a particular job, you cannot forget. Very fact, I have forgotten to do something, that means I have not given importance to it.
Very nicely put.
Okay, and you will find this routine. This tomorrow is your birthday, and I don't wish you tomorrow on your birthday. What does it mean to you? I have
is not
forgotten
important.
your
Right.
birthday. It's very simple. Okay, if I remember or try to remember, okay, I've got particular friend, try to remember, then I will never forget it on that day. Ne?
Right.
I'll be
So
the first one
in
to greet
simple
it.
words, that you have to stick to the time
You
that is
have
given
to.
to
Okay, the
given by the doctor.
time is not left to the doctor. Time is left to the science. Like you take cancer. Okay, in colon cancer, we give a drug called 5-FU5 fluorouracil. You know, this drug is given in the night. Why? Because what is cancer cell? Cancer cell is something which is multiplying constantly. While in the night, if you the cancer cells will keep on multiplying, but the normal cells won't metabolize that fast. Normal cells are sleeping and cancer cells are multiplying. So you give a drug during that time, it goes along with this, so it does not harm the
good
normal
cells.
cells much.
Right.
It only kills the cancer cells which are highly metabolizing at that stage. If you give it during the day, it will also harm the normal cells. Cholesterol, you all know we give statins to cholesterol, and all statins are given in the evening after the dinner. Why? Because during the day the liver works different. Liver has lot of other works to do. You are eating, you are digesting, all that liver work has to do. In the night, what happens? When the digestive process is relaxing, the liver sits down and starts converting what it has digested. The cholesterol is manufactured. We don't eat cholesterol. Cholesterol is manufactured by the liver while we are sleeping. So a drug which is given to reduce cholesterol has to be given more at that time. So that's why your statins are always given in the evenings.
And I think we have had an exclusive discussion about statin in our last episode.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is going to, add to that.
Absolutely.
So I think we should discuss some more ailments and the timings of the medicines.
You take blood pressure. Okay. Your blood pressure, when we are working during the day, our blood pressure will definitely be higher.
Yes.
And in the evening, it falls down. That's called as a dipping. So after say by 12 o'clock in the night, the blood pressure drops down. And so obviously you will need blood pressure medicines during the day more than in the night. But after particular time, especially after the age of 55, our autonomic system does not work that well. And this phenomena called as a dipping down of the blood pressure in the night does not occur in elderly people.
Okay.
So in elderly, besides during the day, we also have to cover them in the night for the blood pressure. Okay. These are you've seen asthma. What happens in asthma? When do you get the asthma attacks more?
Mostly at night.
Absolutely, 2 a.m. in the morning, 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. In fact, 12 to 4 a.m. You find all your asthma patients disturbing you.
Right.
Okay. So when will
It's
you give
early.
this medicine?
At
Obviously
At
at night. During the day they may not need anything, but most of the asthma medicines have to be given in the night to cover up all this. Painkillers like osteoarthritis. If I take a painkiller, NSAIDs, they will take about 4 hours to have a pain relief action on the body. 4 varani tuji action will be pick. So if you really want pain to go, you will time when is my pain most? When I go for a morning walk, or when I'm evening walk, or during afternoon time. So you will time it 4 hours prior to the maximum pain that you are getting. Okay. Same thing with ulcer. How do we give ulcer this? Ulcer, the stomach acid is maximum in the night.
At 12 o'clock.
Yeah,
during
12
that
to
time.
2 is the maximum, highest.
Yes.
So if you are giving these ulcer medicines, like there are two types of medicine we use today. One is H2 blockers and one is proton pump inhibitors. Ranitidine we म्हणतात ते सगळे H2 blocker ने. So that you will give, is usually given at 6 o'clock in the evening. So it works after 8 hours. So by 12 o'clock your acid does not come up. While proton pump inhibitors should have been given at this time, we find that they act best if they are taken before you start eating. So they set the proton pump, inhibit the proton pump in such a way that the whole day you can take care of this. Same thing with rheumatoid arthritis. Symptoms are worst in the morning.
Right.
Stiff jata pe
Stiff
ho jaye.
jata.
And so these tablets need to be taken in the night.
So that they act in the morning.
Absolutely. These
You
are the
get rid-
various ways you actually, so every disease, medicines has to be taken at a particular time, especially diabetes. Diabetes is very, very complex. Your doctor really has to think how to put your various tablets differently. We don't have one formula like this disease. At least we have one formula. In diabetes, it depends upon your absorption, your timing, and then to the day shift asta, night shift asta. Sometimes you eat more during the day, more at night. Then you know we have that fasting month, Rosa, Lenten, all those sort of things where a whole eating
So the
pattern.
lifestyle has to be taken into consideration.
So when you are taking your diabetic diet, diabetic medicines, the whole lifestyle and the way your disease is behaving has to be taken, and then doctor really has to be smart enough to actually put your medicines at a proper way. When डॉक्टरांनी इतलो त्रास घेवन जेन्ना डॉक्टर आमकां जेन्ना टायम टेबल दिता when to take the medicine, we can't afford to take that medicine anytime.
Right.
It will cause more harm.
Yeah, I think one more thing I would like you to put light on is the hormonal tablets. Like suppose there is a lot of cases of thyroidism now, hypothyroidism. Now I would like you to tell us about the timing of the thyroxine tablets that we take.
Yeah, the thyroxine time, that is for hypothyroidism. Thyroid, there could be two problems.
Yeah.
One is
Is one hyper and
hyperthyroid, one is hypothyroid. Hyperthyroid is a short disease, 1-2 वर्षांनी तो cure करूंक मेळटा. Hypothyroid could be even a lifetime disease.
Right, like Hashimoto's, like it goes.
It keeps on going, okay. But many of this hypothyroidism also are recoverable. If there is an thyroiditis which is infective induced, once the infection goes off, it does improve. Even pregnancy,
Right.
hypothyroidism does improve. Even during puberty, it does improve. Not that once you are hypothyroid for the rest of your life, no. But many of them, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And the best timing for thyroid drug is in the morning before you have your breakfast. It is absorbed best during early morning, and it starts flowing inside your system. It has no once you start once you start eating something, then the absorption is very erratic. So whatever 50, 25, 50 or 75 up to
So that is the first thing in the morning.
first thing in the morning before breakfast, along if you are taking a proton pump inhibitor along with a proton pump inhibitor like your pantoprazole. Okay, so that's the best time is to take it before breakfast, not after breakfast.
So I think आमकां आतां कळून चुकलां आसतलें की वखदां घेवपाचे टायम पाळप कितले गरजेचे आसा, कारण प्रत्येक वखद जे डॉक्टर तुमकां दिता ते कितें तरी विचार करून आनी त्या वखदाचे ॲक्शन आनी तुमचें मेटाबॉलिझम, तुमचें डायजेशन हे कन्सिडर करूनच दिल्लें वता. त्यामुळे I think we should not take it for granted, and those people who are forgetting, I think they should remind themselves and tell others to remind you to take the medicines. I think that's all we can advise you on if you are forgetful, or correct yourself for forgetfulness. That's why we are here for, to talk about how to have a healthy lifestyle. So I think we have answered this query quite elaborately, and I think we should get back to our discussion on relationship.
Yeah.
Because this was a very